It's a brand new day, and the SABI team has just arrived on site, full of excitement, energy, and purpose. Here with us are Miss Anne and Miss Oluchi, our amazing speakers for the day, already sharing smiles and preparing for what promises to be an impactful outreach. That's Mr. Victor, ever reliable, ensuring our logistics and plans run smoothly behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Miss Donna, our secretary, meets with the school's principal to officially announce our arrival and readiness to begin the day's activities. And there's Mr. Samuel from the media team, capturing every moment as we prepare to inspire and educate the young girls of this community. The peg banner stands proudly by the entrance, a symbol of our commitment to every girl's dignity and confidence. Inside, our volunteers and students settle in, filled with anticipation as the outreach begins. And Miss Donna steps forward to welcome everyone to Pad for Every Girl, PEG.
Good morning, students. Good morning. How are you all doing? Okay. My name is Miss Donna. We are from SABI, Social Awareness Bridge Initiatives. We are here to educate you about menstrual cycles. I'm sure we are all above 12 here, right? Okay, so for a girl child, if you are above 12 years old, you start experiencing menstruation, which you should know about it and then know how to go about everything concerning it. So are you understanding what I'm saying? How to use your pad, the hygiene, how to take care of your body whenever you're menstruating as a girl child. Menstruation is not dirty, menstruation is not bad. It's part of our growth as a woman. You understand, right? So we should all listen attentively to our speakers as they come up to lecture you guys, to educate you about menstrual hygiene. Thank you so much.
My name is Miss Anne. Are you all hearing me? Yes. Miss Anna Ali. So I'm here to talk to you about your menstrual cycles, what menstrual cycle means, what we understand by it, and how to live with it. We're all ladies and we're growing, and then there are different stages where you grow and then you experience some changes in your body. So one of the changes that we experience in our body is development, and it comes through menstrual cycles. So what we understand by menstrual cycle is a monthly flow of blood from a girl's uterus. So every woman, every girl child is expected to experience menstrual cycle from the ages of 9 or 16. There are some ladies that they start experiencing menstrual cycles, their flow of blood, from when they are 9 years old, or there are some where they start experiencing menstrual cycles till when they reach the age of 16. So it's a very normal stage in a girl child, and when you know that you have menstrual cycle, sometimes it comes through pain. We call that pain cramps, and then sometimes it comes just maybe you experience a development in your body. Some people would experience pimples or headaches or lower abdominal pain. Whichever pain you experience, any hormonal change that comes through in your body is a means of menstrual cycle. Then it shows that some organs in your body are reproducing. So when you experience menstrual cycle, it's an egg that you have. Every lady in her body, in her organs, she has an egg where it produces. So when the egg doesn't experience any reproduction, then it breaks and then it comes through a flow of blood. So it's very okay for you to have that in subsequently in your years while you grow. And then how to stay clean. There are some times where we experience menstrual cycles, and then sometimes it just comes, the flow just comes without us feeling any pain whatsoever. So you know that, okay, once you have that flow coming out, you have to constantly change your underwears. You have to constantly then immediately look for a pad. We have some pads where we're going to show you, and then you will see how you can use your pad when you're experiencing any flow. So it's very important that you stay clean, you maintain a very good hygiene when you're experiencing a flow, a menstrual flow. And then when immediately it comes, you change your pads. You use either a cloth. Some people use cloth. We have different means of changing so you prevent yourself from being stained in public places. So you use either pads, or we have a cloth. We have disposable pads. When you use disposable pads, immediately after use, you dispose it. That means you throw it, you trash it, you don't use it again. But then when it's non-disposable pads, which is in form of a cloth, then you can rewash it. And then, but then using of non-disposable pads, are you listening? Some of you are not attentive, you're distracted by the entrance in the door. Please be attentive, okay? This is very important. So for you to continue using reusable pads or cloth, you have to wash them frequently. Washing them frequently, let's say you use your pad or cloth in the morning, and then you make sure that you have a change in the afternoon. Wash it, change it to another cloth or pad, and then dispose that one if it's a disposable one, or if it's a rewashable one, you rewash it and then change it to another one that you have at your disposal. So there are stages that we go through to show that we're growing, we're reproducing. And for you to calculate the days of your cycle, it takes 28 days for your cycle to come. So if your parents have smartphones, you can use your parents' smartphone to calculate the days of your menstrual cycle. So you can start by calculating, let's say you started your period on the 1st of September, and then period takes 3 to 7 days. So you experience the flow from 1st of September, and then you can experience it to 4th September. Some people, it takes 3 days for them to experience the flow, while others, it takes up to 7 days for them to keep experiencing flow. Flow in means of blood clot, sometimes it's blood clot, sometimes it's just the flow of blood. And it's not dirty blood. Don't be ashamed when you're in your circle. What you need to do to prevent being stained is by always changing your pads or your cloth, whatever it is that you have at your disposal. Make sure that it's frequently changed. Don't stay till when maybe you sleep with this till the next day. Then you now say, okay, when you're taking your bath, you change your pads. No. But the day that you wear your pads in the morning, and then you can change it in the night before you go to bed. You change it to another one so that you sleep very refreshed and you sleep clean. Because the vaginal is a very, very sensitive part in the woman's body. And then sometimes if you leave your pads to stay for days without changing them, leaving them attached to your pants, you can have infection. It brings up infection, and then you can have itches in your vaginal period, which is not good. So for us to stay safe and for us to prevent any infection or any itches whatsoever is to frequently change our pads or frequently wash the cloth that we use as our pads for us to not experience any stain in our clothes. So you need to, when you change your pads, you should always wash your hands. Before you change your pads, you wash your hands. After you change your pads, you wash your hands. Immediately you finish using, you don't just throw it in your bin like that. It will bring out bugs, it will bring out flying insects. So for you to remain clean, because we know that we're all ladies, we have siblings, we have brothers, we have sisters who have not started their periods yet, and we have older siblings that have started. So we shouldn't dispose our parts in a way that will bring irritation to our environment. We should always be careful in disposing our parts so that we would continue to enjoy the environment. It will be stinking and it will always be clean. And whenever you have a stain of blood, maybe you wake up and then you have a stain on your bed sheet, always remember, immediately remove the bed sheet, wash the bed sheet and change it. And also change your pads regularly, like I said, so that you avoid any stains. There are some clothes that naturally come very heavy. Some clothes, when you change your pad in 2 hours, you experience after 2 hours you're stained, the pad is filled up. Now you need to change. So there are some clothes that come very heavy. There are different kind of pads that you wear for heavy flows and for light flows. So when you're going to buy your pads, you should make sure if you're a lady that have a heavy flow, if you usually have heavy flows, make sure that you buy a pad that supports heavy flows, so that when you change your pad, it will take you number of hours before you have to change it again. So we should always be cautious of that. I think everybody is clear on how to check your menstrual cycles. Like I said, it's within 28 days of finishing one cycle, then you start counting. Maybe you finish your cycle in September 14th. Then you start counting 28 days from September 14th. It's September 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, to the end of September, to the beginning of October. Then you would keep track of the next day where you start your period again. So you have to keep yourself prepared for that. If you're coming to school in October 15th, because you know that you're going to experience your period, you use your pad. Wear your pad, even if you have not started seeing the flow yet. Just wear your pad so that when you come to school, you avoid any stain, and it's embarrassing to see that especially if it's a boy that will alert you. Jessica, you're stained though. There's blood. Jessica, see, there's a blood in your skirt. It's very embarrassing. So for you to keep track of that, for you to avoid that, you should keep track of your period cycles. So start from your calendars. You should have calendars at home, right? Anybody doesn't have a calendar at home? You don't have a calendar at home? Who doesn't have a calendar at home? Raise your hand. You don't have a calendar at home. So if you don't have a calendar at home, in case none of you has a calendar at home, for you to keep track, you have exercise books, right? So let's say, okay, you finish your period in September 14. So you write the date 15 in your exercise books. 15, 16, 17, you write it to 28 days. After 28 days, then you cycle the date that you stopped for 28 days. You cycle it in your exercise book. When you cycle it, then you keep up checking your exercise book. When you enter the next month, you check your exercise book. When is my next flow starting? When is my next flow starting? Let's say the next flow is starting October 15th. Then you say, okay, this is the day I should wear my pads, or this is the day I should wear my cloth, to avoid any stain, to avoid any embarrassment, to avoid being called up to say, Jessica, your skirt, there is blood in it, there is a stain in your skirt, and then it brings embarrassment. So let's always be cautious about our menstrual cycle. Before your menstrual cycle, there is a stage where we call ovulation. Ovulation comes because the egg is growing, and then it needs a sperm for it to grow bigger to become a child, for you to become pregnant. The egg keeps growing, and then if you have not experienced any sexual intercourse, then the egg will come and burst. When the egg bursts, then that's when it comes like a flow. That's when we say, oh, you're in your menses, oh, you're in your period. Because the egg, during ovulation, the egg has not experienced any sexual intercourse. It has not experienced any disruption that will make it to produce to be a child. So that's when it breaks, and then you experience the flow. So it's okay for you. Sometimes during ovulation, there are some hormonal changes that you experience. Like maybe during ovulation, some people experience stomach aches. Maybe just in this side of the stomach, you experience a very sharp pain, and then it releases you. That's ovulation period. Meanwhile, some others don't experience any pain whatsoever. The ovulation, your ovulation period, 4 days after ovulation period, then you experience your period, your flow, blood flow. So it's very fine. It's normal for a lady to experience ovulation period. And those who want to have children, those who are older enough to have children, then they keep track of ovulation period, which is when they will then have intercourse with their partner so that they will produce a child. So there are different stages for a lady like that to experience growth in her body. So like I said, period comes in different stages. Sometimes you experience cramps. We say cramps is a very sharp pain in your lower abdomen. Sometimes you experience serious cramps. Sometimes it's headache, or sometimes it's even back pain. You get a very sharp pain in your back frequently. It can last for a day, it can last for 2 days, depending on how your body system is. And then sometimes it's bloating, like your stomach is swollen, like you're bloated, your stomach, you're not comfortable. Like if you hit your stomach, you hear that sound, pop, 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 like that. You're bloated. So sometimes menstruation period comes through bloated stomachs. And then sometimes it's mood changes. You're not in the mood to smile with anybody. You come to school, you just want to be left alone. Even when the teacher is asking you questions, you don't want to answer. They should just leave you alone. You're not in the mood for anybody. You're not in the mood to play. You're not in the mood to smile with any of your friends. You're just very moody. And sometimes it comes with loss of appetite. You will not have the appetite to eat anything. You will not want to, in fact, some of the foods that you see, you want to throw up because it's climbing your head and you're not comfortable with the smell of the food, or you're not comfortable with how the food might taste. And then sometimes it's tiredness. You might experience weakness in your body. You're just so tired. You've not done anything. In fact, waking up in the morning, you're already tired. And for you to even come to school, you're so exhausted. So sometimes those are the normal stages, those are the normal signs that girls experience when their period is about to come or when they are experiencing their periods. So I think I'll stop here on menstrual circles. If you have any questions after the session, you can ask. I'll invite my next partner to bring the second session.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Oluchi, Miss Oluchi, and I will be taking you through the next phase. Okay? It's an honor to be here, and I am super excited to be here to talk to you about SABI and why you should use a pad as a girl child. Now, my colleague has actually said it all. From when your ovulation starts, down through the process where you have to use your pad as a result of you experiencing your menstrual flow or menstrual cycle. Going forward, I will be talking about myth versus facts. When we talk about myth simply means what are those traditional things that they say about period to a girl child? Are they negative things? Are they negative things? Is it wrong? So the first one they tend to say is things like period is period dirty or evil? It's not dirty. It's not evil. It's natural. Now there are girls who don't even experience their menstrual. They've not seen it for once, and they've grown to become an adult. So how do you tell them that? How do you explain that to them? How do they don't even feel like they are a girl child. They feel like, oh, it's like what we call hermaphrodite. Am I a mixture of a girl and a boy? Why don't I see my period? So if you are a girl child that sees her period, you should be grateful for that and don't consider it dirty or evil. Now the next one is talking about period. Is it shameful? Yes, it's shameful when you don't use your calendar to mark your period. It's shameful when you come out in public and you stand up from a seat and then a boy tells you, oh Freda, you're staying. Oh my God. You don't start covering your face. But if you have a calendar, like my colleague said, and you're able to mark your calendar, you would know when you are to see your next menstrual flow. And that way, you're able to do what? To have your pad ready. You are well prepared. You are well ready. You don't face any form of shame. So it is not a shameful thing for you, a girl child, to actually see your menstrual cycle or to see your period in any time of the month. Are we together? Yes. Those of you at the back, can you hear me? Yes. All right. So let's proceed. Be prepared. How do I get prepared? Make a period kit. As a girl child, these are things that you need and you must have. Now, we don't advise the use of tissue. Some of you say, oh, if daddy cannot afford a pad, then let me use tissue. Tissue is affordable. I can get tissue for, let's say, 100 naira, 200, right? Now, you don't use that. Why won't you use tissue paper? Tissue paper is made out of paper itself, and it has particles. The first speaker already told you the effects of using things that are not hygiene enough. You tend to have what? Infection. A girl's child's body is open to infection. So imagine yourself using a tissue paper against a pad. You are definitely going to have this infection, and it is not healthy. It is not hygiene enough. So please note, regardless of the price, that's why SABI is here to help you, give you a pad, to tell you the importance of what? A pad. So what are the kits? What are those things I should have the moment I start seeing my period? Now, at least you should have 1 to 2 pads or clothes. Clean clothes. Clean clothes. You don't use pieces that are dirty. You don't wash them. Then you think you can just carry them and then you pad yourself and you're ready for the day. No. You are exposing yourself to infection. The next one is extra underwears. There are people who have heavy flow, and it's that bad that the blood leaves the pad and stains your pants. So you need to have, if you know you have heavy flow like that, you should be able to have extra underwears. Just for what? A change. So that you smell fresh. You know, blood comes with smell, right? Do we have an idea about that? Yes. Blood comes with smell. So if you don't pad yourself, you don't get prepared on that, you will smell when you come out in public. The next one is you dispose it rightly. Ensure that you have a nylon, okay, that you will use. For those that have heavy flow, let's take for instance, you come to school in the morning and in the next 2 to 3 hours, that particular pad is soaked. You can't keep wearing it and then you're running around. It would stain your dress. So all you need to do for one of the part of the kits you're supposed to move around with as a girl child when you're seeing your menstrual flow is nylon, so that you can quickly change and insert another pad and still feel fresh and okay. Now, moving forward, we are going to be looking at when to see a nurse or a doctor. When should I see a nurse? When should I see a doctor? Is it the moment I see my period, oh, I start running to the hospital? Is it the moment I sleep and then I wake up and I touch my bed and, oh my God, there is a blood stain? Is that when I see a doctor? No, that's not when you see a doctor. The time when you see a doctor is when you have heavy bleeding. Your pad soaks in less than an hour. Your pad is soaked. That's not good. That's bad. That's a bad sign. So you need to see a doctor at that period. It's pumping very fast. It's just gushing out like, you know when you turn on a tap, right? The tap keeps flowing, and that's how your blood is just going boo like water. At that point, you need to see a doctor because there's a problem with you. These are the times when you need to see a doctor. The next time you need to see a doctor is when you have painful cramps that you cannot even manage. Not even paracetamol can help you. There are girls like that. They get to see the cramps 4 days, even before the day of their menstrual flow. And their heads over everywhere. It's paining them. They don't even mind. They could see a metal and they are hitting their head. Why? Because they just want to unleash the pain out. If you have that kind of pain before your period, then you have to see a doctor. So that the doctor will check you, examine you, and know what is actually wrong with you and try to fix the problem. The next one is if the blood have a foul smell. Ideally, blood smells, right? But there is this extra smell. When it comes, it's bad. It's very, very offensive. Very offensive in the sense that you sit in the class with a boy next to you or with even a fellow girl next to you and she asks you, is there a spoiled egg around? Okay, yes, it's that bad. It's that offensive. So when your blood, your menstrual flow smells like that, please, you need to see what? A doctor. And then if your period has not started, like I said, at 16, you've not experienced menstruation before, you need to see a doctor. You are 17, you are 20, you've not experienced menstrual flow, please see a doctor because they need to do what to help you. We have hormonal imbalance as women. In fact, every woman, every girl child have what we call hormonal imbalance. So if you are experiencing any of these things I just said, these are the times when you need to see a doctor. Don't run to a doctor because your period is out, no. Except you have the extra issues that comes with menstrual flow. Now the next one is, what are the key messages to menstruation? Menstruation is normal. Are we together? Hello? Some of us are tired already. Menstruation is normal. Please stand up. Thank you. Menstruation is normal and it is important that you know it. Now, even at that, you need to know that if I see my period, I should be dancing, that I've seen it. And when you don't see it, start crying. Exactly, start crying. Just like you dance when you see it, cry when you don't see it. It's either one, you're pregnant, or two, oh yes, it's either you're pregnant or you're having what we call hormonal imbalance and you need to run to the hospital to see a doctor. Now, you have to stay clean, always stay fresh, smell good as a girl child. Your girl child does not mean you should look anyhow. Your girl child does not mean when you're seeing your period, oh, it's none of my business, after all, it's just period. You don't do that. You must always stay fresh and stay what? Clean as a girl child. Do we have any question? You'll ask your question after now. Let's look at the goal of SABI. What is our goal as a team, as an NGO? To sensitize and educate the masses and also children on social health, education, environmental, and sustainability that may need what arise. So if there is any need, this is what SABI does. SABI tries to see that both the girl child and everyone in the ecology that's on earth is actually living what? Healthy and safe. Now the objectives of SABI include, please you can read the paper later, pay attention, thank you. The objectives of SABI include awareness campaign. Just like what we are doing, we are telling you the essence of what part for every girl child, to organize a regular in-person awareness to everyone in a community. Now, youth engagement, we also tend to engage youth, mobilize them and equip them for both leadership and grassroots advocacy. Next, we have the community empowerment. We try to empower the community for them to see that they are all okay and everyone is fine. These and many more are the objectives of SABI, and we try as much as possible to see that these things are being put in place. Now, SABI is not only in Abuja, SABI is in other states, okay? So that's why it's a community that wants to help other community to grow and develop at all times. With this, I've come to the end of my presentation for the girl's child part for every girl child at SABI. Hello girlies, please remember that you must smell fresh and always come out clean. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hope you heard what they said, right? And hope you learned something. Please, let's take good care of our health. Let's be neat and clean. We are girls. We should take good care of our body so that we won't have offensive smell. Thank you, Ms. Anne and Ms. Olochi, for the presentation. We're now going into the section of sharing the pads. Yes, we want to give you the pads so that it will help you in your next menstruation. I hope you're all happy about that. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. What's your name?
My name is Andrew.
Andrew Juliana. You have a question?
What do you mean by
Hormonal imbalance.
So her question is, hello? Her question is, what is hormonal imbalance? Hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalance for a girl child is when you're supposed to see your period at this time, you've calculated it, and you're not seeing it. Okay? Or there are people who have a longer date, and there are people who have shorter date. People see period for 3 days. Okay? Some other people see period for 4 days. But when you see your period for 2 weeks, that's a problem. Yes. When you see your period for, there are people like that. That's when hormonal imbalance comes in. Okay? Is that clear? Thank you. Yes?
You have a pain. Serious pain, yes.
Okay, she asked a question. If I have serious pain, should I take, is it good to take injection? Should I just take injection? The answer is no. The answer is no. I listed when you need to see a doctor or a nurse. If you have excruciating pain that is so painful that even you cannot bear it, please just go to the hospital. Don't just go on your own. Don't walk into a pharmacy and tell them, I feel somehow, can you just give me painkiller injection? No. So the answer is no. You cannot just take injection when you have severe pain towards the period of your menstrual cycle. Thank you. Yeah. Her question is, how do I insert or wear my pad? So this is the pad. I don't put it like this in my pants and wear. No. So there's a seal here, right? I'm going to bring down this seal. Turn it this way. You have two wings at the back, in front rather, which you have to take behind. Now this is what I do. Don't remove this. There's a middle stick at the back. When you are removing the pad, remove just this one. This is what you are removing. Okay? And then this part, some of you remove it. Isn't it? The moment you remove this, it could shift from your pants. And then you stay in public and you're doing like this. You are trying to adjust it. Okay? So this one, leave it there. Put it on your pants. Are we together? We can all see, right? Put it in your pants. Then you remove this white seal here. Take the flap here. Put it behind your pants. Behind your pants. Do you understand how to use a pad now? So you remove this white and you take this, put it behind your pants. Take the other one behind your pants and then you wear. For some girls, they will put on the pants first, halfway. Right? Hold on, you're laughing. That's what you do, you're guilty of it. They put it halfway. And then, the moment you put it halfway, please remember, don't remove this white at the back. This one helps to give you comfort throughout the day. You don't have to be moving and dancing, adjusting pad. No. It just sticks there. The only thing you're removing is this white in front. And then you take the flap behind your pants, take the flap behind your pants, and then you pull upward. Have I answered your question? Thank you very much.
And now, one of the most beautiful parts of the day. Our volunteers begin distributing sanitary pads to each student. A simple gift, yet one that carries dignity, comfort, and care. You can see Miss Anne and Miss Donna leading the way. Their faces glowing with joy as they hand a pad to every girl. Each smile exchanged here tells a story of kindness, hope, and of sisterhood. Miss Oluchi continues the distribution, gently reminding the girls to smile, and truly their smiles light up the room. As more and more students receive their pads, the hall fills with laughter, gratitude, and a quiet sense of empowerment. These aren't just sanitary pads, they are symbols of confidence. As the volunteers look around, seeing the happiness in each young girl's eye, they are reminded why they do this: to restore dignity, to spread awareness, and to make a lasting difference. For SABI, this isn't just an outreach, it's a promise to keep showing up, one community at a time, until no girl is left behind. Finally, the last few girls received theirs from Miss Oluchi, and the team shares a moment of fulfillment, knowing that today every girl walks away with something she truly deserves. As the outreach comes to an end, the joy in the air is undeniable. The students step outside, smiling brightly, holding their pads with pride and gratitude. They gather in front of the SABI banner. Laughter, chatter, and excitement fill the moment as they prepare for their group photos. It's more than just a picture, it's a memory of empowerment, a reminder that they are seen, valued, and supported. The volunteers join in, standing together with the girls, a symbol of unity and compassion. Then it's time for the class captains to take their special photos. They stand tall together with our volunteers, representing their peers with pride and confidence. Their smiles tells it all. The PET project has not only provided pads, but has planted seeds of self-worth and awareness in every young girl present today.
Social Awareness Bridge Initiative.
We SABI.
Social Awareness Bridge Initiative.
We SABI.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
May we know you, please?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Victoria Asuko Edex. I am the Ministerial FCT Service Desk Officer of GSSP. This week is our Federal FCT Ministerial Service Week. We do it once in a week, once in a year. So we started on Monday. It has been a series of programs throughout this week. And we've sent the pictures to FCTA Direct. Even the one we did on Tuesday, I was called by our director, Servicecom, to appreciate when he saw our pictures and the rest. So I was told that people were coming. I was so happy. I said, wow, this is another opportunity to include it into my Servicecom week program. So yesterday I was expecting you because you told me to come yesterday. So I came with my clothes. Okay, when people come, I'll just dress up, and because I told them more pictures are still coming, more programs are still coming, and I'm so happy that you came. In fact, this is one of the programs, but the program we did this week has been on girls' child. We have people from Buhari General Hospital, that is particularly the head of nursing. He was there by himself on Tuesday. He gave us a talk on premarital sex. How a child can stay away from premarital sex that can lead to infection, that can lead to unwanted pregnancy, and at the end, the children will be dropped out. At the end, some of them will not have a good future. I also have a drama that was also a premarital sex, which we see a child that involved in premarital sex, and at the end, she took in and she dropped out. So we also have a Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. They also came. They gave us a talk on security tips, most especially on girls' child, because I've passed through many schools, like my former schools. We record a case that a girl was molested by a stepfather. Because in my former school, I was the matron of girls' club. So we faced a lot of things, and teachers also molested. In my former school, a teacher was caught romancing a girl in his office. So they reported the case to me. So we have to have the evidence, because if not, the man will not accept it. So we have to plant some girls with the camera, video the incident, and the man was sent to a village school. So all these things, when I was giving this post, I think that this year I needed to target a girl's child, because girls, they have a very value in the society, and they are very sensitive. People use advantage of them, most especially those who are house help. They take advantage of them. So I'm happy that you people came, because not only the girls child, I don't know how to use pad. Even me, I won't lie. As a mistake, that the bag, I don't remove it. I never knew that I was supposed to, but at least I've learned something. So I'm really happy. I appreciate you. Alright, I appreciate SABI initiative.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, Miss Oluchi, it's a pleasure to have you today. Please tell us how you feel about today's event.
I feel happy. I feel excited. I am super grateful to SABI, and the children in the school here at Buhari. They are excited. They are happy, and we are glad that we made today a success for them. And it's quite an amazing one. Thank you, SABI, for showing the girl child the love. We love you, SABI. SABI to the world. Bye.
For the SABI team, this moment marks success, not because the event for the day is over, but because change has begun. Every smile captured here tells a story of hope, confidence, and new beginning. These moments remind us why we do what we do: to reach, to teach, and to touch lives. The PEC project isn't just about distributing pads, it's about restoring dignity and empowering every girl to feel seen and capable. Behind every successful outreach are the dedicated hearts of our volunteers, men and women who give their time, their effort, and their love to make a difference. Today, we celebrate not just an event, but a movement, one that says every girl matters. From all of us at SABI, thank you to everyone who made this possible: our team, our partners, our supporters, and every volunteer who stood for change. This is just the beginning. Together, we are building a future where every girl can stand tall with confidence because dignity is her right, not a privilege. The PEC project, powered by SABI, creating awareness, restoring dignity, and inspiring change. Thank you.
Well then, why?